Hey guys, what's up? Packside Gaming here. So I stumbled upon something pretty exceptional. I decided I'd share it and post a video. This is an easy way to kind of farm some Dark Knight armor and gear and weaponry and stuff. And if you're not familiar with this area, the bonfire of Farron Keep, it's just past the part of the game where you have to extinguish 3 of the flames and open the big door. And once you do that, these guys, the walkway that they're walking up there now, that's where you head up. And if you can rush by them and actually make it through this door, there's that bonfire right inside there. And there's also a gate that links to another part of another area of the game. But what you want to do is these guys fight it out. And what you want to basically do is just wait for them to attack the other dudes. And you don't want to wait for them to kill the other guys, because they will kill them and then all of a sudden there'll be 2 of them on you, and you don't want that. You want to see if you can try to isolate one of them and kill that one as fast as possible, so that way you can kind of just focus just on the one guy, because they're pretty intense to have to deal with one-on-one. And I made the mistake of trying to take both of them on at the same time, and that did not work at all. So this one-on-one actually takes me quite a while. It took me a little bit to just work up the nerve to actually go in there, because he swings pretty heavy with his sword, which you can actually obtain. I'll show you that as well. It's not the first item I get. The first one I get are the leggings, but theoretically you can just keep doing this and keep farming these 2 guys. One of them will give you a good item and the other one will just give you nothing. Or you know, a crap item. It's like a cracked orb or something like that. But when he does that move, yeah, try not to let him do that. If it's at all avoidable, just make sure you kind of maintain some distance when you see his hands start to glow like that. Turned my back on him, which is not a good suggestion at all either. But you can see he's almost dead, so I work up a little bit of nerve here, and I just go for it. He hits me several times beyond that, but you'll see the leggings, see the cracked red eye orb, and then the leggings here, which are pretty awesome actually. I'm going to continue to just farm this area so that I can obtain all of the gear and the sword, which I actually eventually get to, and I'll show you that. And then the third item I get are the gauntlets, so that's all I have right now. But you also want to pick up this ember. If you have to do this by yourself, at least the first time, you can pick up this ember, and it's going to come in handy, because I'm going to show you can actually summon somebody who's going to help out extremely well. I'm going to go back to this bonfire real quick. And this dude that you can summon, there's several people in here that you can summon, but the one that I chose over and over again, and I'll show you which one, he's pretty badass. I use him to help me fight off the 4th boss in the game, which is just beyond that staircase that you saw. I'll show you again if you missed it. But it's this guy named, it's not that one, it's the guy named Valpor. Apologies, I'm terrible with the pronunciation again with all of the names in this game. I think this is him right here actually. Yeah, this is him. It's a Vapor. So, Vapor. I just call him Vapor, whatever. So, dude's name's Vapor, and he's pretty incredible. Once we get him summoned here, I'll show you. He gets a little overzealous and tries to take on these guys before they start attacking the other people, which, computer, you know, I have absolutely no control over. I wouldn't necessarily suggest trying to summon somebody live unless, you know, they're friends of yours and you know them exclusively to the point where you can kind of communicate well with them. But in general, this other guy, Vapor, he's amazing. And he unfortunately draws them in. He gains their attention when he walks back out this door here. But he kills one of them almost immediately, and then he comes over to assist me with the other guy. So once this starts happening, I'm like, oh shit, and now I have to actually go out there. So now it's 1v1 for each of us, and that makes it a hell of a lot easier. He's back over there just slaying away. And I actually popped this this gold coin that's supposed to increase your pickup and discovery for items, but it wore off just before I had an opportunity to kill that guy, and that dude just punished me. So you actually, I didn't need it here. I thought that that's what helped me get that dark sword, but I actually didn't need it there. So in between here and there, I actually died, so I have to use this ember again so I can summon this guy. But I'm gonna make sure I summon the same dude again. He was incredible. Not to say that these enemies are too difficult that these other summoned characters couldn't handle as well, but I grew fond of this vapor dude, so I'm gonna pull him again, and we're gonna take on these bosses real quick. Not the bosses, the knights, the Dark Knights. Dark Knights Rises, whatever. So there's the ones that we fight this time, we just take turns backstabbing. It's pretty funny. But then beyond that, I'll show you where the gate is for the 4th boss, and I pull this vapor guy in with me to actually take on the boss, and he made that fight extremely easy as well. So he's gonna go out there. I'm gonna try to be a little more cautious. I'm gonna pull him back, and there's no way to actually tell him to come back to you. It's just kind of, he follows you, so if you don't go too close to that door, he'll eventually come back and just wait with you. And I'm gonna wait to see if it's a little bit easier if we take on these guys once they go and attack the other enemies up there, because you see he tried to come this way, it looked like, but then he backed off. So the first dude, the closest one up there to those enemies, is going to see them. He's going to rush, and then I'm going to rush because I know that that guy is going to go after him as well, and hopefully my dude is right behind me, because otherwise I'm screwed. But it doesn't take long at all. This guy, half his health was diminished by the enemies that he was fighting, and now it's just going to take one more hit, a couple more. He's got that weird shield, and you see Vapor up there just backstabbing like crazy. So I backstabbed this guy after he backstabbed that guy, and then he's going to come around and stab him in the back again, and that seems to be his favorite move, so I'm just going to let him do his thing. And there's the Red Eye Orb again, but then the Dark Gauntlets as well. So just continue to farm. It's an easy way to get some pretty decent equipment, and the requirements for all that stuff, it's not anything outrageous like the Great Sword. I actually found the Great Sword in the area previous to this, so I'll post a video of that as well. But the Great Sword is like 28 strength or something like that. All of this equipment is nothing outrageous like that. But this is the 4th boss, and I'm going to let him heal up or whatever the hell he's doing. He's actually helping me, I think, in that moment. But, yep. Thanks for watching, guys. Make sure you subscribe, and I will post a video of this boss battle as well. See you guys next time.